Hey, I'm Brian, hanging out backstage at Warped Tour 2011 in Scranton with Chuck from Simple Plan. What's going on?
Hey, man, what's going on? I'm great. I'm just hanging out here. It's a beautiful day. We're having a great time. We're playing tonight, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
And I'm sure the crowd reactions have been, awesome so far on this tour. Any specific date on this tour so far that's really stood out to you?
We've been very lucky. Like, we didn't really know how we were going to go over since there's been a little bit of time since we played in the U.S., and it's kind of like we have a new record that just came out, so it's kind of like a comeback tour for us on the Warped Tour. We haven't been since 2005, so we're a little worried, but honestly, since the first day in Dallas, every show has been unbelievable. It's sick how big the crowds are and how great the reaction is for us. It's really overwhelming. We sign for an hour and a half almost every day, 2 hours. We have like the biggest lines, and the shows are, even if we play first or last or in the middle, everybody shows up. And I think some really big shows for us were Chicago was unreal, San Francisco, all the LA shows were sick, Texas shows were great too, and yesterday in Boston was like off the hook. It was insane, so it was really fun.
I heard it was a monsoon out there yesterday.
Yeah, we actually played an hour before all the rain started to come down, so it was still nice for us, but we were under the roof, so we were all good. But we killed it last night. It was unreal how many people showed up, and then we went to do our signing, and literally the moment that we started to sign, it all went down. Like, everybody was soaked, but they all stayed in the rain. They all waited. Like, we all went under the tent to hide with the fans, and then we resumed signing after, and I can't believe they all stayed, and they were all soaked, but they're like, we want the autograph, we don't care. That was great.
I guess you can respect the diehard fans who just are willing to stay there in the rain.
That's when you know they're the real deal, and it was really, we were all really impressed. Our fans are all diehards. They're like the SB crew, SB Army. They don't give a shit. They just they stay and they love the band. So we're very blessed for that.
Well, I could imagine. And what bands have influenced Simple Plan recently?
Wow, that's you know what? A lot of obviously for us, like when we were growing up, like all the kind of Southern California punk rock was big on us, like NoFX, Bad Religion, Lagwagon, Strung Out, all these bands, and I think they still are. They're still kind of like somewhere in the DNA of the band, and obviously Blink-182 and all that. I would say recent bands that have influenced us, anything that's playing, and there's a song on the record that has a little bit of Jack Johnson kind of beachy influence, which is really new for us, which is exciting. It was really cool to do a song like that. Also new bands are coming out, like Neon Trees. I think it's a great band. It was really cool to see them. I have all kinds of influences, like some weird ones, like Kanye West for me is a great artist, even though we don't sound anything like him. I love that he's daring, he pushes the envelope, has a cool visual approach to everything. So, we kind of I think it's about having an open mind and really kind of trying to open up your mind to everything. Like Lupe Fiasco, I think, is great, and there's so many different bands that are doing great things. You just have to open up your ears,
I can definitely respect the open-minded music. You know what I'm trying to say, but I'm kind of like the same way, so yeah, I can definitely respect that. So I haven't been able to really check out some of your new music of late. What does it sound like, or tell me a little bit about the current album that's out? Yeah,
we have a new record that came out. It's called Get Your Heart On. It's our 4th album, and to us it's kind of like a throwback, a little bit of a back to our roots, the first and second record. So the energy and the good times and fun aspect of Simple Plan is kind of like back into action in this record. So a lot more more up-tempo, like in-your-face, really fun pop-punk, records. Obviously, it's our 4th record, and we've been playing for 10 years, 12 years, so I think we got a lot better and more confident, and we can try different things. And it's a very diverse record. There's a little more serious song like Astronaut, or a song called This Song Saved My Life, or even Gone Too Soon, which is a little more like emotional, kind of more serious song, which I think that we always done pretty well, like those more like ballad songs. We also have one song that's kind of that reggae influence, kind of like beachy song that's called Summer Paradise. It features Kanan, who's a great rapper. I don't know if you know him, but he was on the World Cup song and Soccer World Cup, and he's like huge artist around the world, and he killed it on our song. And so we have Alex from All Time Low on the record. We have Rivers from Weezer on the album as well. So it's exciting. We got a lot of good stuff. I feel it's our best record yet for sure.
It definitely sounds like a kick-ass record. I'll have to pick it up here today.
Hell yeah, man, do it. We even have some chicks on the record. We got Natasha Bedingfield, who's on Jet Lag, or the first single that's coming up in a few weeks now in the U.S., so it's going to be exciting.
Cool. And what do we got up next? What's a cool moment? At least you can name a recent one, because I'm sure there's many of them.
You know, actually, about 3-4 days ago, we had a day off on the Warped Tour, so we went back to Canada, and we played a show in Quebec City, which is 3 hours from our hometown, and it's a big festival out there, and we headlined one of the day, and we did 100,000 people, you know, that came for the band, so that was unbelievable to play that kind of show in front of your family and your friends. You know, we had like over 100,000 people there, and just singing all the words and jumping with us, and it was one of the biggest stages we ever played in our lives, and that was really special and magical. You know, it's the kind of nights where that's what you do it for. You know, that's like you dream of that when you're a kid, and we did it, and it was amazing.
If you ever question yourself, like, why am I doing this, that's the reason why, pretty much.
If you're not having a good time when you're playing those shows, or you got problems, quit playing music. You know, it was unbelievable. It was special. We were nervous, but it was also amazing. You know, so great to play at home and to have that many people show up. It's unbelievable.
I could imagine. What is a dream band that you'd like to go on tour with?
For me, we actually already kind of did it. We toured Blink-182, which is my all-time favorite band. I think they're amazing. I love to play shows with, like, No Doubt. I think they'd be great. I love that band. They're coming back now. I think they're unbelievable, and I have a lot of respect for them. You know, they were a huge influence on us when we were growing up, and so it'd be really cool, like the Foo Fighters or something. You know, bands that have been around for so long. To me, that's what I respect the most, is longevity and, you know, big success, but still sounding cool and edgy, you know, so I think that'd be great.
What do you think of Blink-182 coming out with new music finally for the first time in God knows when? I'm excited.
We actually heard just today like a little clip of the song, like a 30-second preview of the song, which sounds pretty dope, so I'm excited. You know, we just did the Hoppus on Music show on Fuse with Mark. He had us, and he talked to us about the new record and all that, so we got us really pumped for it. You know, I love the band. They've been my favorite band since forever, so I have high expectations. I think it's going to be great.
I can agree there. What is something cool about the band that nobody knows?
Well, probably in the U.S., like kind of like you know, because on the last record we didn't tour as much here, so a lot of people assume, oh, you guys went away or went on hiatus or broke up or something, and it's kind of like, you know, we actually had the biggest record of our lives around the world. Like, we've played the biggest shows of our career, and we had, like, huge hits all over the world. So that's probably the one thing people don't know. They think, oh, yeah, Simple Plan. But it's all good, because with this record, we're coming back here, and we're going to have a great time in the U.S. We're going to play a lot of shows here, so it's going to be really fun. We're going to remind people of, you know, of the band and all that.
Any upcoming tours you have this fall?
Well, we're probably going to do a U.S. tour this fall. We don't have, like, the official dates, or yet we're still working on it right now. But after Warped Tour, we go to Asia. We play Korea, China, Japan, Hong Kong. Then we go all over Europe, do all the festivals there, and play our own shows as well. Then we're probably going to go to Australia, which is going to be fun. And then that's when we're probably going to do the U.S., probably November, December. So we're really excited about that. We're going to come back and play more shows. This Warped Tour really got us pumped up about playing in the U.S., and we're pretty excited.
Definitely sounds like a nice big world tour you got coming up. You got.
Hell yeah, man! It's gonna be 2 years, 18 months, 2 years strong for sure.
Wow. And I'm guessing you guys still write music and still try to fill that stuff in between while touring?
Yeah, well, you know, like we wrote over like 70 songs for this record, so we really pushed ourselves, and we really wanted to make the best record that we could make, and we're really, really proud of it. And we always write. We love, you know, we write for other artists and stuff like that, and we love that. And you know, it's exciting. It's just, for us, it's the way to be creative and to be artistic, and we enjoy it very much.
Well, now, I know, going back to some of the bands, I know I asked you about some of your recent influences and whatnot. What are some of the bands you're looking at on Warped Tour this year?
You know, there's some really great bands this year. It's kind of a weird Warped Tour where there's like a really heavy kind of like, you know, group of bands, which I'm not particularly like really into myself. I like more, melodic kind of bands. So for us, like, love Armorton Law. You know, we grew up loving that band, so they're great every day. We check them out. The Ready Stead, they're cool guys, and we love them, and they've been really great. Every Avenue is super cool. We love those guys. It's mostly bands that play our stage, actually. I know that 303 are actually pretty dope, and Less Than Jake are like the old school, which we totally respect because they've been around for a long time, and that's really dope. And I know Paramore just jumped on today, so we're definitely going to check them out.
Definitely all great bands. I have to agree 100%. I have no argument with
it. It was actually pretty cool too. I didn't know them at all, and I keep hearing them play next to us, and I'm like, man, they're really good. So I have to go check them out more.
Anything else you want to add?
No, you know what? We'll just be on tour a lot. Check out the new record. It's called Get Your Heart On, and simpleplan.com. You have all the info there, all the tour dates, all the blogs and the updates, and we update it every day almost. So it's pretty cool to check out. And we have our Twitter as well @simpleplan, so you can know everything about the band.
Cool. Well, Chuck, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it.
And I'm Brian, hanging out with Chuck from Simple Plan.